And under each element, there are interactions: touch or mouse, drag to explore, multiple touches, and the changes: sound, color, and movement. And this is an accessible way for users to know how to interact with each element. And then the last one is school, number 6. I worked with Harlesden primary school's pupils, and it was a real joy. And we introduced to them all different types of vocabulary and texts, and helped them to create more kind of, let's say, experimental poetry, and then also asked them questions about: what do you think the canal would sound like? What do you think the bridge would sound like? What do you think a rustic can sounds like? Getting them to use lots of different words. And then we got them to use different percussional instruments, and had them stand up and then weaved in and out around the classroom and created the canal musically. And then all of their what they produced in those kind of musical like moving sculptures, if you like, was then put into this element called school. In biology, any group of fish that swim in the same direction in synchronicity are schooling. This was the experience of Harlesden primary school pupils who created ecosystems of sound together. So much like a drum pad, Charles took one of my paintings, and then all the different elements could then be created like a drum pad of sound. And this painting was painted in sort of response to how I heard or saw the concept. And this was pretty much Charles's own creation, because I didn't really quite know how to visualize it. And that's where Charles was so incredible at taking sometimes my often abstract sensorial layers and creating a new experience for it. It was an absolute joy working with Charles, and I highly recommend him as a creative technologist, especially a neurodivergent one, who thinks and hears highly sensorially, like myself.